Hey guys, I've been teaching carving for the past, 16, 17 years. And in my experience as a full-time carver, I find that people quit carving for very specific reasons. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in this video. So the first reason that I feel like people quit carving most often is because they have dull tools. If you're using a tool that doesn't have a really nice edge, right? A consistent edge with no burrs, no chips, the bevel isn't rolled over. You really have a firm understanding. You've spent a little bit of a time working on sharpening your tools. And not only that, but to start, buying tools that are relatively sharp at a minimum. You're gonna have a much worse time with carving. And probably, as Everett Ellenwood said, it's probably the #1 reason that people quit carving more than any other reason. It's not discouragement, it's not these other things, it's really just that your tools are not sharp. If your tools aren't sharp, you're not going to stick with carving because you're not going to get the satisfaction and truly the joy that comes from using a tool that's sharp and that moves through the fibers of wood quickly. The tactile sensation, the auditory sensation that you get from slicing a knife through fresh timber is unlike any other, and it's one of the most beautiful things about carving, and you have to experience it to understand it. All right, the second thing is, I find at least, is bad instruction. Now, I am an instructor, I've been an instructor. I have the heart of a teacher. I've loved to teach since before I even really knew what I was talking about. I've been teaching since I was a teenager. And I think the person that you learn from should be someone who has the heart of a teacher, someone who wants to impart their skills to you. They're not closed up, they're not, what is that term? I can't think of it now, but kind of keeping to themselves, gatekeeping, right? You want to be around people, whether they're in person or online, who have the desire to share with you everything that they know. And that's part of the reason this YouTube channel exists. That's part of the reason my carving school exists. I have, projects there, I have projects on YouTube. And so anyway, the point is, people that don't have a good foundation, right? Maybe they learn bad techniques or they are taught by someone who's kind of impatient or crabby, that can dissuade people from learning to carve. I think more than anything else, though, it's not learning the fundamentals early on. It's not learning about sharp tools, it's not learning about carving woods, some of the basic stuff. And you really have no excuse because the internet is full of information and there's just all kinds of stuff out there. You can follow along this channel. There are many others online. And then of course, like I said, my carving school has tons of information about carving, especially focusing on the human face, male, female, young, and old. There's my shameless plug for that. Anyway, moving on to the final thing, at least that I wanted to talk about in this video, I think it's not really a lack of patience, but it's discouragement. And I find that people who are too hard on themselves generally give up on carving more quickly than people who have this internal monologue of, I'm doing good, this is working out, this is going to be cool. I'll say this, any art form has an ugly stage, right? There's a beginning, there's an end, and there's this in between, and that's the ugly stage. That's when the carving doesn't look like what it's supposed to look like yet. You've only made a few cuts, so how could it look like what it's supposed to at the end? But most people, because they don't like the feeling of tension, not knowing if they'll get to where they need to go, give up. They go, I don't think it's really working out. The moment they feel a little resistance in the project, they go, oh, this is supposed to be fun. I don't want to do this anymore. So when you keep yourself on track and finish a carving, just see it through, you'll find that you'll be way more satisfied. Put it this way, don't judge a carving before it's finished. Most people will give up in the middle of a project because they don't really have the patience to see it finished. And you can't judge whether it's good or it's bad, whether it was successful or unsuccessful if you haven't proven it. You haven't actually even made the thing to say whether it's successful or not successful. So finish a project and be nice to yourself when you're carving. I know I struggle with this sometimes. Sometimes I'm carving and my internal dialogue is, oh, it's not turning out, it looks like crap. And the internal dialogue, it sometimes plays out. The carving ends up working out, usually though. And then I usually go, wow, was it really worth freaking out over? Was it really worth getting upset? Another thing a friend of mine, Abby Peterson, has taught me, it's almost like sickeningly cliche, but it's when he's carving, sometimes he'll talk to himself in a tone of like, I'm great at this. He'll literally just encourage himself as he's going through it. And he said that he's found, and I've experienced this when I have tried it, which is not often because I forget to do it, and it kind of seems crazy, but telling yourself that you're doing a good job and that you're figuring it out, even if you don't know what you're doing, can really actually help propel you through a project which is subject to subjective quality. In other words, a lot of art is about kind of willing something into existence, right? There are patterns and there are steps and there are guides. And I know all about that because I spend a lot of my life making those patterns, those guides, those steps. But at the same time, there's an element of mystery in art. And when you give that space in your brain that holds that mystery a little bit of fuel by saying, you got this, dude, come on, let's get after it. You actually feel the quality of result. You actually feel the creative flames that leads to a really nice result. Anyway, that's it. Be encouraged. And to review, once again, sharp tools are really important. Great instruction, foundational education in carving. It's why I call my school Fundamentals of Woodcarving. But there's tons of stuff online. And then finally, don't be too hard on yourself. You know, give yourself a little encouragement and see through the ugly stage. Those are my tips for you guys, and I think those are the main things that I see people struggling with. They struggle with dull tools, they're too hard on themselves, and they really have bad instruction. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys in a bit. I hope you guys take care, and we'll see you in the next one. Take your vitamins. Bye.